Here I have shown you two differences. One is here we are doing the analysis of redundant framework structures. Redundant, in other words, you can also call it as indeterminate. Indeterminate framework structures. So methods for analysis of indeterminate framework structures. So we are having energy methods or force methods. Then we are also having displacement methods. Energy methods are force methods. Now displacement methods. So basically these strain energy method, Clapeyron's theorem of three moments, flexibility method, they will be considered as force methods, whereas the displacement methods are slope deflection method, moment distribution method, Carney's method, stiffness method. So these are called as displacement methods. So how can you say is whether the unknowns, what are the unknowns you are considering? In the slope deflection method, the unknown displacements are considered as unknowns. That means displacements at the joints, displacement at the supports will be considered as unknowns. Then you will start doing the one. So that is regarding slope deflection method. We have already studied in your structural analysis 1 regarding this slope deflection method. I will once again recall whatever we have done in the slope deflection method. Then coming to moment distribution method, now we are going to learn in this structural analysis 2. Today we will discuss regarding moment distribution method. And another method is Carney's method. This is also in second chapter, second unit, we will study about Carney's method. So then stiffness method as well as flexibility method, they are also there in our syllabus. Coming to this Clapeyron's theorem of three moments, so we have already studied in our structural analysis 1, as well as this strain energy method also we have studied. The theorem of three moments, if you remember, we have done the problems related to theorem of three moments in unit number 4, I think. I'm just observing how many of the students they are there. Around 48 are there. In these 2 members they have to delete, so 46 members are there in the class right now at 10:05. Okay, I will continue the class. I can't wait for others. We have already given you 15 minutes time to join. Prior to 15 minutes I have sent already the link. Okay, this is a new chapter. So this is nowhere connected with the two hinged arches. So freshly you can listen and you can understand the subject. Try to attend the full length of the subject. So with the basics, minimum basics, you can continue to understand the subject. Okay. Now in this, I will keep. So what is the thing is methods for analysis of indeterminate framework structures. So we already know that. I think many of you might have noted down this. If you have noted down, then I will move forward. Methods for analysis of redundant. Redundant means, in other words, in English, you can say extra. So that is more than required. In our structures, why do we require these redundant elements? So if you require, just for example, see, I am drawing a truss like this. So if you understand, this is a pin jointed frame truss. For a better understanding, I am drawing like this. So this is a truss. So we have already studied, if a truss is like this, so we know that it should be a determinate structure, or otherwise if it is to be a stable structure, then M should be equal to 2j minus 3. So you calculate the number of joints here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of joints are 6. So 2 into 6 minus 3 is nothing but 9. So how many members are there? Just calculate the number of members here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A total of 9 members are there. So 9 is equal to 9. So you can say that the given frame is determinate structure. M is equal to 2j minus 3. So that is the structure given is determinate structure. Whereas what I will do is I will add another member here like this. So if this red color, what are the member that is not there, you can analyze the given frame by using our pin jointed frame determinate structure analysis. That is equal to, you can go to either method of joints, either you can go with the method of sections or tension coefficient method, and you can analyze what are the forces inside the member. These forces inside the members are axial forces only. So you can analyze these axial forces. But whereas coming to the structure, when the member is having additional member like this, so this will be making the structure, the number of members are 10 and 2j minus 3 is 9 only. M is greater than 2j minus 3. So when M is greater than 2j minus 3, so then you can say that the given structure is indeterminate structure. So the given structure is becoming indeterminate structure. So here M is greater than 2j minus 3. When M is greater than 2j minus 3, so that is redundant frame. So that is becoming as a redundant frame, or this can also be called as indeterminate structure. So why do we go for this indeterminate structures? Why? Because the stability of the structure increases. For example, assume that this member got failed during the loading, but add additional member is there, the stability of the structure will not be changed. That is the point. So there is no effect on the stability of the structure. Having extra member, it is providing additional safety and stability to the structure. That's why while designing, here you can understand we are providing only one extra member, then it is indeterminate of degree 1. So degree of indeterminacy is equal to indeterminate of degree 1. So degree of indeterminacy is equal to 1. Whereas if you have another members, so that's why while designing the frame, that means when you are going for a trusses of a bridges, basically they will make the structure as statically indeterminate by providing more extra number of the extra members. So that's why the analysis of regular analysis, this sigma fx is equal to 0, sigma fy is equal to 0, sigma m about any point is equal to 0. These things that are not sufficient as you are having indeterminate structures. When they are determinate, you can use these equations and you can solve them with the help of, these are called as equations of equilibrium. So as they are not sufficient, we require additional equations. Those additional equations, we call them as compatibility equations. So compatibility equations. So in case of slope deflection method, how do we arrive these compatibility equations? So these compatibility equations we arrived with the help of joint conditions. With the help of joint conditions. Just I am recalling what we discussed in structural analysis 1. So in the structural analysis 1, what we have done, for example, just take it, if a beam is given like this, continuous beam is given like this. For this continuous beam, certain loading is acting on the member. So corresponding to this loading, I'm just assuming the loading is different, whatever the type of loading. Now corresponding to this, I think what we have done, can any one of you tell me, with the given type of beam using slope deflection method, how do we follow What are the steps we have followed? Can any one of you switch off, like switch on your voice and tell me how do we proceed for this type of problems?
Fixed end moments are calculated.
Okay.
Slope deflection equation. Joint conditions.
Okay.
Moments calculated.
But you missed the first step. What is the first step?
Fixed end moments are calculated.
No. Prior to that, one important, like first
Deflection.
step.
Ends are to be fixed. No? Assume.
What is that one? Kinematic indeterminacy is to be calculated. Yes or not? So this kinematic indeterminacy is to be calculated. So kinematic indeterminacy, in our words, we said that the number of unknown displacements at the joints or supports. Displacements, they will include deflections as well as rotations. So this beam will deflect like this. This beam will deflect like this. So when the beam is deflecting like this, once again I am changing the color, this beam will deflect like this. So what is the kinematic indeterminacy of this beam? What is the kinematic indeterminacy of the beam?
2, sir.
2, sir. 2.
Here, theta b will be there. Here also theta b will be there. And here
Theta B and
theta c will be there. So theta b and theta c are considered as your unknowns. So the kinematic indeterminacy of the structure is 2. So in the first step, you will calculate once again. You please refer your structural analysis 1 notebook. In the kinematic indeterminacy, as it is equal to 2, what does it mean? So what this kinematic indeterminacy helps you to identify the number of joint conditions. The number of joint conditions will be identified with this kinematic indeterminacy. So coming to this kinematic indeterminacy, so what is the first step you follow? First step is calculating the kinematic indeterminacy. Second step is you will calculate fixed end moments. That is the second step. Fixed end moments are calculated. That is, you have already remember this MFAB. Don't forget. Why? Because you will be definitely having examinations of your structural analysis 1. Don't think that like means you got passed in structural analysis 1. No, it is not yet completed. So that is MFAB, MFBA, MFBC, MFC. So like this, we use it to calculate what is that value. Once again, I will get back to that one later on. So next, in the next step, after calculating these fixed end moments, we use it to go with what is the next step?
Slope deflection.
Joint condition.
Please read it again. అవునండి చెప్పండి. ఒక్కసారి అండి నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను, ప్లీజ్ ప్లీజ్ బీ ఇన్ లైన్. ఐ విల్ జాయిన్. Yes, coming back, where we are discussing regarding the steps that are being followed. So here the kinematic indeterminacy is calculated. After that, we are going for fixed end moments, MFAB, MFB, MFBC, MFCB. Then the third step, we will calculate slope deflection equations. So how you will write down these slope deflection equations? So if I write down MAB, so this will be written as everybody.
MFAB
Yes,
plus
wait.
2E.
Just wait a second. So all the people you should write down, you should maintain running notes. Definitely, either after 1 month or 15 days, you will come to the college. Don't think that, that means I will only sit at home. So that's why the faculty, they will not check my notes. No, it will definitely happen. You have to write the examinations. Fourth year people, they are coming to the college and they are writing the examinations. So definitely you people should also come to the college. At that time, I will catch everyone. So maintain the running notes. So the slope deflection equations are used to write down this one as, now you can repeat.
MFAB plus 2EI by L into 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta by L.
So this is regarding MAB. Similarly, we used to write down for MBA. Three delta by L. So similarly, MBA is over, then you can go with MBC is equal to MFBC plus 2EI by L into 2 theta B plus theta C minus 3 delta by L. MCB is equal to MFCB plus 2EI by L into theta B plus 2 theta C minus 3 delta by L. So we used to write down these slope deflection equations like this. So after writing these slope deflection equations, whatever the unknowns are there, according to that you will keep writing these equations. Then in the next step, we will write down joint conditions. So we use it to write down joint conditions. So what are, just shall I wait to note down these equations? Shall I wait for you to note down these equations or shall I move on?
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
Yes. Yes, Ashit.
Sir, full screen here.
Full screen cheyeda, right? Yes. Is it right? I am not erasing everything. If you ask me, I can go to the top also. Wherever you want, I can move the screen.
Completed, sir.
Right. Okay. Now moving to the joint conditions, what we have done. So what is our beam? First of all, let me go back to the beam where we are. So this is our beam. So this is our beam. So for this beam, so how can we write down these joint conditions? So tell me the joint conditions here. So joints are, how many joints are there? A is one joint, B is another joint, C is another joint. So as A is fixed one, I can't go at this joint. I can't write down any joint condition here. At B, yes, I can write down the joint condition. So what is the joint condition?
MBA
MBA
plus equals to 0.
Yes, MBA
plus
plus MBC
MBC is equal to 0.
is equal to 0. That is one joint condition. And the
MCB
next
is,
joint condition is,
MCB is equal to 0.
as it is a roller support, this is a roller support. At roller support, the moments are 0. So MCB is equal to 0. So MCB is equal to 0. That is another joint condition. So we'll write down them here. Ajay-Kant, are you there in the class? Ajay-Kant is not there. Yes, Ajay-Kant is not there. Okay, so these are joint conditions. MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. That is one joint condition. And MCB is equal to 0. This is another joint condition. Okay, so after getting these joint conditions, we know that the displacements, whatever the unknowns are there, theta B, theta C, they are calculated. After calculating this theta B, we use it to get final end moments. Final end moments I will get. But here, understand, if the number of unknowns are 2, you will get 2 equations. If the number of unknowns are 3, you will get 3 joint conditions. So in your calculator, you know that if the number of unknowns are 3, then you can calculate what are the unknowns x, y, z, like that you can calculate. But when the number of unknowns are increasing, yes, you can solve it, but the thing is, solving the number of equations takes a tedious job. Solving them takes a tedious job. It is very difficult. So as it is taking a lot of pain, or as it is making us, that means you are having more number of equations. Solving these more number of equations definitely requires a lot of time. So to decrease that, there are number of methods they were developed. One of such method is nothing but moment distribution method. So our ultimate idea is nothing but we need to calculate the final end moments and drawing the shear force diagram as well as bending moment diagram. That's it. Our idea is only to get the shear force diagram as well as bending moment diagram. But to understand this, normal these equations, slope deflection method, are either whatever the strain energy method or theorem of 3 moments, Clapeyron's theorem. There is theorem of 3 moments. So you know that MA plus 2MB plus MC is equal to minus 6 times of, we'll write down some equation. So it is also taking a lot of time. So that's why it is to minimize them. The moment distribution method was developed by Professor Hardy-Cross. So Professor Hardy-Cross, he developed a moment distribution method. Now we will understand how to analyze the problems using moment distribution method in the similar way that of as we have done in slope deflection method. In the similar way, we will calculate the final end moments and we will calculate how to draw the shear force diagram as well as bending moment diagrams. Moment distribution method. So this was developed by Professor Hardy-Cross. this method balances So this method balances the moments at a joint or junction. This method, next point, gives solutions by successive approximations. By successive approximations of slope deflection method. This method gives solutions by successive approximations of slope deflection method. Next point. In the moment distribution method, initially the structure is rigidly fixed . 157 Venu.
Yes, sir.
Right. Fixed at every joint or support. In the moment distribution method, initially the structure is rigidly fixed at every joint or support. So using that only we are calculating fixed end moments. So in our moment distribution, in the slope deflection method, we use it to calculate the fixed end moments, assuming that the ends of the joints, that means the joints, they are rigidly fixed. That is our assumption. Considering that, we'll start analyzing that. Next point. The fixed end moments are calculated. The fixed end moments are calculated. The fixed end moments are calculated. For any loading under consideration. For any loading under consideration. Okay, so the fixed end moments are calculated for any loading under consideration. Next point. Subsequently, I will explain you while solving one problem. Just these points we need to write down. Subsequently, one joint at a time is released. One joint at a time is released. One joint at a time is released when the moment is released at the joint becomes unbalanced. I will explain you all these things, don't worry. Subsequently, one joint at a time is released. When the moment is released at the joint becomes unbalanced. The equilibrium, next point. The equilibrium at this joint is maintained by distributing the unbalanced moment. By distributing the unbalanced moment. The equilibrium at this joint is maintained by distributing the unbalanced moment. This joint is temporarily fixed. This joint is temporarily fixed again until all the other joints have been released and restrained in the new position. And restrained in the new position. This procedure is repeated until accuracy arrives. This procedure is repeated until accuracy arrives. So in the meantime, I will give you a small problem. You just try it. I will give you only 5 minutes of your time. So if can you recall the problem or not, just let me know. This is a problem. Just note down this problem. Analyze using slope deflection method. Analyze this problem using slope deflection method. So just try to solve this problem. This is we have already solved in our structural analysis 1. Just a beam I have given you, and you should tell me what is the value of what I require is what is the value of theta B, what is the value of theta C, as well as what is the value of MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB. I am waiting for you people to solve it. I will give you 10 minutes of your time. Who can do it? Let me know. You are at home only. Try to get your structural analysis notebook. Bring it back and try to check it. This type of problem, whether we have solved in our class or not. I will join you people within only 5 minutes. You people should let me know whether you are able to solve this or not. So is there anyone who has done the problem? Can any one of you tell me what is the value of theta B? What is the value of theta C? So what is the degree of static kinematic indeterminacy?
2, sir.
2.
Theta B and theta C are the unknowns. So kinematic indeterminacy is equal to 2. Now in this, so the deflected or elastic profile, elastic curve will look like this. Okay, so now calculating the fixed end moments. Fixed end moments, MFAB is equal to, so what is the fixed end moment? Tell me this value.
WAB square by L square.
ఎందుకంత?
WL by 8.
L by 8 is
It is WL by 8.
What is this value?
37.5, sir.
37.3.
Plus 50 into L by 8 plus 37.5 kilonewton meter. So just do the problem along with me. I'm just making you recall the slope deflection method. Minus WL by 8 plus WL by 8. Now, next one is you require MF BC. Now tell me what is MF BC value here?
WL square by
Minus
12.
WL square by 12.
Satish? Roll number 175.
Minus 45.
Sai Suman, now tell me this value. MFCB is equal to plus WL square by 12, that is plus 45 kilonewton meter. So 116 Ajay Kumar, now tell me the slope deflection equations.
MAB.
Yes,
Sir.
slope deflection equations.
MAB equal.
MAB is equal to
Fixed end moments of AB. MFAB
MFAB
plus 2EI by
2EI by
L. 2 theta
into
2 theta A
plus,
theta B
right,
minus 3 delta by L.
minus 3 delta by L. Okay. So in this, what is the value of delta?
0.
So delta is 0. Theta A?
0.
0. So MFAB, you have already calculated. L is LAB, that is length is 6 into theta B. So this is equation number 1. This is MAB. Now tell me similarly MBA. Roll number 128, regular. MFBA plus. ఉన్నారా లేదా క్లాస్లో? 18 series 128. చెప్పండి, what is this equation MBA? అవునా కదా ఇది? MFBA plus 2EI by L into theta A plus 2 theta B minus 3 delta by L. So in this MFBA plus 37.5 plus 2 EI by 6. So in this, theta A is 0, delta E is 0. So this will become 2 theta B. So this is equation number 2, which is plus 37.5 plus 2 by 3 EI into theta B. This is MBA. Roll number 131 regular. Chapter next equation. చెప్తున్నారా?
Sir. MBC. MSBC plus 2EI into theta B plus.
ఇక్కడ చూడండి BC కదా 2 theta B plus theta C minus 3 delta by L కదా. So in this, what is the value of MFBC?
Minus 45.
Sairam, I am asking to whom I am asking? I am asking 131 roll number. Minus 45 plus 2 EI by 6. This is EI by 6 into, now delta is 0, 2 theta B plus theta C. Shravya Chappanamma, 137.
MFCD plus
Next.
2E by L 2 theta C
Okay.
plus theta B minus 3 delta by L.
Minus 3 delta by L. So here delta is 0. There is no sinking of the support. So as there is no sinking of the support, I can modify this as, what is the value of MFCB?
Plus 45.
Plus 45. So this is 2 EI by 6 into theta B plus 2 theta C. Okay, so this will become equation number 3. This will become equation number 4. Equation number 4. Now, what is the next step? Roll number 138. Regular. Vinay.
Sir.
What is the next step here?
Sir, middle lo join ayina.
Middle lo join ayina. If you are not responding to my questions, then I will keep absent. That's it. From the next class onwards, you be in time. Don't join at 8, that means 10:30, 10:45 like that.
Okay, sir.
Everyone, it is not only for one people. I am saying I will call one by one roll numbers, and if you are not responding, that hours, 2 hours will be absent only for you. If you are not following the classes only for the sake of attendance, you need not sit in the class. Yes, 19 series 102 Arun. What are the joint conditions?
Sir.
What are the joint conditions?
Same conditions. MBA plus MBC equal to 0, sir, first.
Yes.
Hello.
Next one. Yes.
MCB equal to 0.
Good. Okay, you can mute yourself. Now substitute these MBA and MBC values here. So MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. That implies substitute MBA value. What is MBA here? This is already available with you. Plus 37.5 plus 2 by 3 EI into theta B plus MBC minus 45 plus 4 EI into theta B by 6 plus 2 EI into theta C by 6 is equal to 0. MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. So simplify this and tell me the equation of this one. Two by 3 plus 2 by 3, 4 by 3 only. So this is 4 by 3 into theta B by 3. And this will be 1 by 3 EI into theta C is equal to 7.5. So this can be written as 4 by 3 theta B plus theta C by 3 is equal to 7.5 by EI. So this is something like whatever the continuation, equation number 5. Okay, now coming to the next one, MCB is equal to 0. So where MCB is equal to 0 in this term, write down MCB. What is the value of MCB? Just above that MCB, equation number 4 only, MCB minus 45, sorry, plus 45 plus 2 EI by 6 into theta B plus 2 theta C is equal to 0. So from this equation, one by 3 into theta B plus 2 by 3 into theta C is equal to minus 45 by EI. This is equation number 6. I am just doing the simplification. So solving equation number 5 and 6, tell me the value of theta B. Now you can tell me what is the value of theta B.
25.4 by EI, sir.
Is it okay for all as well as theta C?
Minus 79.68.
I am just writing these values. If it is okay for all, we will continue further. Roll number 105, 19 series.
Sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
19 series 105. Check these values whether they are correct or not. 19 series 115. Vamshi.
Sir, Jason, sir.
GL 96 is 118. Shiv Prasad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sai Sumit. Are you there? You should respond.
Yes, sir.
I think that is covered in your second year. If not, you should once again learn all these concepts. One 41.
Sir,
చెప్పండమ్మా MAB వాల్యూ ఎంత? 145.
Solving for theta b plus theta c equals to 22.5 by EI and theta b plus 2 theta c equals to minus 135 by EI.
Okay.
We get theta b equals to 180 by 7 as 25.71 by EI.
Is it nearer to whatever I have written? Whatever I have written on the screen, is it the same?
Yes, sir.
And finally calculate final end moments MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB. Rohit, 147.
Yes, sir.
Did you get the values or not?
Yes, sir.
MAB anta?
So theta c 8. Sir, theta c 1 minute. Theta c 79.68 అసలు
రావట్లేదా?
రావట్లేదు.
ఎంత వచ్చింది?
So 80.78 something వచ్చింది.
80 point, that is nearer only. That's okay. Tell me the final end moments MAB.
So wait.
148 Uday.
Sir,
What is the value of MAB?
sir, చేస్తున్నా సార్.
ఎంతసేపు చేసేది? It is not a new problem. It is already covered in our syllabus. Raju, 104.
Sir, doing sir.
Yes, Raju. What are the values you got? Are you doing the problem or not?
Yes, sir, doing sir.
Okay. Pawan Kumar, 140.
చేస్తున్నా సార్.
ఎవరు చెప్తున్నారు? సన్నీ రాయ్, 136.
Sir,
అమ్మా సన్నీ చెప్పండి అమ్మా.
MAB minus 29.03, sir.
Yes, MAB minus 29.0. So now we will draw the bending moment diagram also for this. We'll draw the bending moment diagram. So what is our beam? So this is the beam. This is your point load, which is 50 kilonewtons, and a UDL is acting, and this UDL is 15 kilonewton per meter. Overall length is 6 meters. This is 3 meters. This is 3 meters, and this is B. This is A. This is C. So this length is 6 meters. Now we need to draw the bending moment diagram. So to draw this bending moment diagram as well as shear force diagram, first of all, we'll go for a shear force diagram. So to get the shear force diagram, you need to consider the sections separately. So first of all, AB portion you need to consider, as well as BC portion you need to consider. So for AB portion, I think you remember how to do all these things. So for AB portion, now what are the moments acting on this one? This is a vertical force VA, or you can also call it as RA. So this is RB1. Just remember the things what we have done in our previous subject. So this is 3 meters. This is 3 meters. Now this reaction force negative is there. That's why this is 29.03. Whatever the value you got, you write down. 29.03 kilonewton meter. And this is 54.6. I am writing. Whatever the value you got, you write down that one. And for this one, you calculate RA plus RB1 is equal to 50. Taking moment about A is equal to 0. This is A point, this is B point, minus RB1 into 6 plus 50 plus 54.6 minus 29.03 is equal to 0. Tell me the value of RB1. $185. Cheppandi value RB1.
Yes, no, sir.
182.
Sir, 50 into 3.
Emma? Yes.
50 into 3 no sir.
Yes,
Including
yes,
to this.
yes. This is only. You have taken moment now. That is not load. 50 into 3, right? So what is the value of RB1?
29.26, sir.
Please repeat once again.
29.26.
29.26. Okay, 29.2 I am writing. And as well as RA.
20.73.
Okay, you write down what are the value you got. Yes, Sandhya, right? 29.626, right? Now coming to the BC value. You just do the BC value problem. So this is your beam. UDL is acting. This is 15 kilonewton per meter is their load. This is 6 meters. And moment is here acting. That moment value is 54.6. And this is 0, no need to write down. This is RB2. This is RC. Now taking RB2 plus RC is equal to 15 into 6, that is 90. Total load is 90. So taking moment about B is equal to 0. So minus RC into 6 plus 15 into 6 square by 2. So here the moment it is giving anti-clockwise. So minus 54.6 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Now RC value.
35.9.
35.9 kilonewtons. RB2.
54.1, sir.
Right. Is it completed? So
Sir, the
regarding
joint conditions cheppara.
joint conditions. Ekkada joint conditions MBA plus MBC na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There you go. So this is now, see here, your beam is there like this, right? So this is C, this is B point, this is A point. Now, in this one, for this one, the joint conditions, when there is fixity is there, you will not consider. For the joint conditions, wherever there is a continuous support or simple support is there, there you will consider the joint conditions. So at the fixed supports, the joint conditions are not considered. So now this is a continuous support. It is roller, but the members are continuous. So that's why at this one, what happens is the moment of BA will be equal to the moment of BC. So here the moment in this direction is MBA and in this direction is MBC. So at any joint, continuous joint, if you add both and make it to 0, then the values numerically they should be equal and they will be in the opposite sign. Numerically they will be equal and they will be with opposite sign. So MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. And here, as this is a roller support at the end, it is there. This is roller support. Roller support doesn't have any moment. That's why MCB is equal to 0. In other case, for example, a frame is there like this. So if you are writing a joint condition for a frame, this is something like A, B, C, D. So when you are writing like this, what you will write down is at this joint B, MBA, MBC, MBD. Summation of the joints at this point is equal to 0. That is the meaning. Summation of the point, summation of the joints, summation of the moments at the joint is equal to 0. That means MBA plus MBC plus MBD is equal to 0. That's it. And whereas coming to here, this one is as the roller support, so MCB is equal to 0. You will write down like this. So writing the number of unknowns, the number of joint conditions, this will depend upon your kinematic indeterminacy. So that's why you are going to the kinematic indeterminacy. In the kinematic indeterminacy, where you got, so the kinematic indeterminacy of this problem is 2. The number of unknowns are 2. That means to solve these 2 number of unknowns, you require 2 number of joint conditions. That is the meaning. So once again, shall I repeat, or are you able to understand?
Sir, ఒకసారి ప్రాబ్లం లో చెప్పారు సార్, నాకు వాల్యూస్ ఎట్లా తీసుకున్నారో అర్థం కాదు.
Okay, right. So in this one, so you MBA. So in this MBA, how you have taken, that is from the end equations, this is MBA. So this is the value you have to consider. So from the slope deflection equations, so that is MBA value is considered, and as well as MBC is equal to, this is MBC value. So MBA plus MBC is equal to 0, that is added here. So when you have added this, you got a value of like this. Why? Because this is 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3, that is 4 by 3 into EI into theta B. Now, how can you solve this? You will get equation by EI. In terms of by EI, you will get, that is equation number 5 I have written. In MCB also you have written it as is equal to 0. You will write down this as minus 45 by EI. Now go to your calculator. In the calculators, how you have to substitute is something like X and Y are to be calculated. This X, this is X, this is Y. The coefficients are here. For this one, 4 by 3. This is 1 by 3 is equal to 7.5. Don't take by EI. Why? Because EI value doesn't know. It is not known. So that's why take it as 4 by 3x plus 1 by 3y is equal to 7.5. Similar way, 1 by 3x plus 2 by 3y is equal to minus 45. Don't take by EI value. Now in your calculator, I think you know how to solve this one or not? Whoever is asking,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
you can solve that. I'm asking the person who is asking the doubt. So you can calculate X value, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you can calculate Y also, right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever the value you got, then keep by EI. Why? Because in that, see, this is by EI is there. So then you can directly keep it as whatever the value you got, for that value, keep by EI.
Sir, 4 by 6 అనగా 2 by 3 వస్తుంది కదా సార్?
చెప్పండి.
సార్ అక్కడ 4 by 6 అని ఉంది కదా సార్, 4 by 6 EI theta B.
అవును.
అక్కడ 2 by 3 వస్తుంది కదా సార్?
ఓకే. ఇక్కడ 2 by 3 ఉంది కదా?
అయితే వాల్యూస్ డిఫరెంట్.
ఇక్కడ 2 by 3 ఉంది కదా? 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 ఏమవుతుంది చెప్పండి? Srinivas?
Yes, sir. 4/3, sir.
4/3. కాదు మిగతా ఇది ఎవరిది నా డౌట్ ఎవరు అడుగుతున్నా నాకు తెలియట్లేదు బట్ యూ పీపుల్ కెన్ చెక్ ఇట్.
Yes, sir. It's all clear.
Okay. So that is now you will get the values. మీరు అక్కడ ఎర్రర్ చేసి ఉంటారు చూడండి, చెక్ చేసుకోండి.
Okay, sir.
Right. So like this we will solve the problem. Now we have to draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. నువ్వు అక్కడే వాల్యూస్ తప్పు వచ్చి ఉంటాయి, అందులో ఆగిపోయి ఉంటావు. ఇక్కడేనా
సార్ నోట్ చేసుకున్నా కానీ నాకు కొంచెం డౌట్ అర్థం కాలే.
ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా?
ఇప్పుడు ఓకే సార్.
Right. So those who are having any doubt, you can ask me. I will repeat once again. Okay, so with this, now the reaction forces are calculated. Now draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram here. So to draw the shear force diagram, first of all, draw the original beam. This is 15 kilonewton per meter. This is 6 meters. This is 50 kilonewtons. This is 3 meters. This is 3 meters. So total length is 6 meters. This is A. This is B. This is C. Now extend the lines. Don't think that structural analysis subject is a tough subject. It requires a lot of practice. That's it. So purely it is mathematical. I am from lateral engineering, like lateral entry diploma student. That's why I don't know maths. Don't say like that. So while drawing this shear force diagram, you know RA value. What is the value of RA here? 20.8. Left side upward, RA is positive. So write down this as 20.8. In between A to the point load, there is no load. So this is constant. Then downward 50 kilonewton force is there. And this value is 29.2. At this stage, you people should know how to draw the shear force diagrams and bending moment diagrams. And whereas coming to RB2 is 54.1. So this is 54.1 and this value is 35.9. 35.9. So if you draw it, so it will be like this. Straight line. Actually, this is a straight line. This is positive, this is negative. But please draw it as a straight line. Not కొంచెం ఇక్కడ డ్రా చేసేప్పుడు కర్వ్ లాగా అనిపిస్తుంది. So this is shear force diagram. Shear force diagram. So you can simply hatch the inside portion. If you want it, you can hatch it. Another point is regarding Shrestha. Let me tell you, tomorrow at 10 o'clock we are having inauguration. Please, those who are interested to participate, please register by today itself. Why? Because I have to make the arrangements for you people. Virtually, I have to give the time slots. So it takes a lot of time. Please understand from my side also. Whoever is interested, please register by today night itself, so that for example, if you are participating in the quiz or in the concrete mixed design, let me know so that I can arrange the papers, everything, links. That is one thing. Another thing is, those who are really interested for learning new softwares, Now we are keeping a webinar on SciCAD on 20th. This is no cost. So if you are not registered for Shrestha also, you can join for that meeting. Just listen for 1.5 hours. He is an expert. He is an expert designer in pre-tensioning and post-tensioning person. He is going to give a demo on SciCAD. So this will be definitely a good opportunity for all the students. It's free of cost. The webinar is free of cost. Those who are participating in the Shrestha, they can participate in 4 events, and remaining people, if you are unable to participate and if you want to really listen for this webinar, listen. It is free of cost only. I will share the link in the WhatsApp group on 20th. And if you want to listen the other PPTs, for example, some PPT, your friends, they are giving web presentations. If you want to listen, then you people can also listen that one. I will try to make it the arrangement. But you have to give me the assurance that you will not comment on the students. Why? Because they are giving a try, and at least they are giving, they are showing their talent. You are simply ideally sitting. And many of you, the 4th years and 2nd years, I heard that they are doing a Build Expo models also. I don't know how many of you are trying to do from 3rd years. So it is something like 2nd year people are, if they are achieving the prizes. So the cash, those who are having the cash awards or the trophies, that these trophies will be given, certificates and trophies will be given when you come to the college. The soft copies I will mail you, and the hard copies I will give you when you come to the college. Certainly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. ఒకసారి చూసి మీకు టిక్ ఓకే రీఎడ్మిట్ కాకుండా మిగతా ఉన్న వాళ్ళు రాలేదు అంత వాళ్ళు టిక్ అయిపోయి రాలేదు ఓకే సార్ ఓకే ఐ విల్ చెక్ ఇట్ 4 మెంబర్స్ సార్ కనుక్కుంటే సిఆర్ ద్వారా కనుక్కుని వచ్చేస్తాను okay. Now, after this, we have to draw shear force diagram. So to draw the shear force diagram, I'm just zooming it out. Okay. So to draw the shear force diagram here, now see this one. First of all, we will draw simple supported beam bending moment diagram. Then we will draw the negative bending moment diagram. So for the simple supported beam bending moment diagram, this is 50. This is a point rod which is acting at the center. So what is the maximum bending moment?
WL by 4.
WL by 4.
75.
So that is 50 into 6 by 4. 75 kilonewton meter. So this is 75. This is a triangular shape only will keep. Value is a parabola like this. Draw like this. This is 67.5 kilonewton meter. Now we will draw the negative bending moment diagram. For the negative bending moment diagram, what is the MAB value?
29.03.
Whatever the value you got, you write down. This is negative bending moment. I am writing on the same version. What is MBC?
54.6.
And MCB is equal to 0. So try to join them with a straight line. Try to join them with a straight line. So whichever is the intersection portion is there, that will be nullified. Remaining portion, you hatch it. So this is negative, this is positive, this portion is negative, and this portion is positive. So hatch the portions. So this is bending moment diagram. Negative. So this is bending moment diagram.